Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our single player survival Minecraft world. And today, look at what I've done. Look at what I've done. Look at that. So I've started getting our ship sort of laid out in here, and we're going to be doing a bit of that sort of stuff, planning of our ship today. And we can go have a look at that right now. So I think we are good to just kind of jump and fly around. Okay, this is going in a lot faster than I expected. Alright, so I've just been doing a bit of shaping and stuff around here. You can see, just pulling it out, kind of doing things a little bit differently. And originally I had an idea of a really classical looking ship. But I thought maybe just to do things a little bit differently, we'll do a really fat kind of hull thing in the bottom there. I think that'll be kind of cool. And just work it out from there. So what I've been doing is I've been doing little by little. So you can see how I've just kind of pulled out a bit here. I take stuff away, and that's pretty much the way I do most of my building. Just by trial and error, you know, just trial and error stuff. So what do we need to do here? Oh, we actually did need to put that there. We need to put some over there. And then I'm just kind of copying what we've got on the other side across here so that we can keep this all symmetrical between each side of the boat. Because obviously, boats aren't really asymmetrical like that. So there we go. Let's do that. And like that, and there. So that's pretty much what we're planning on doing, and we're just going to keep going around like that, what I just told you, until we kind of get a good shape there. Then what I'm planning on doing after that is kind of creating a little bit of a thing at the back here, because this is actually the back of the boat. I actually might want to push those out just a little bit more, kind of fatten it up a bit. And at the back here, we're going to make obviously that little captain's room thing, maybe, if we can fit it in. If not, we'll have to just work out what we want to do, or maybe we can even just make this one open kind of boat thing. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know. We'll have to see. Also, we'll have to get a good view from down there to kind of plan it out completely. But in the meantime, what I was planning on doing was maybe jumping down here. Let's just see. Actually, we can maybe have a look at it from here. This could be a good angle. So, having a look there, that looks like it's a good size to have in our harbor. Not too big, not too small, and it will definitely add something a little bit better than what we currently have. I mean, it'll just add something to the area, I hope. I hit that twice. I swear it never used to happen. Now it's happening all the time. I don't know why. I've been hitting space all the time, and it's just, yeah, it's crazy. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I don't know whether or not we have enough of these. So let me just quickly go around here, and if I remember correctly, you'll see. Don't just hold up. Just relax for a second. All right, we need those. May as well just don't have enough in there. All right. Thought if we had a stack of these, you guys will know what we're about to do. There. Actually, we need 3 stacks of these. 9 stacks of these for what I'm about to do if I wanted to do it like that. Okay. Got way too much leather. Leave me alone. Alright, we'll have to do that there. Yeah, we don't have a lot. We can actually very easily automate sugarcane. I'm just thinking. I don't think we need to, but we could. There we go. And now we can go back. So what the plan is I want to quickly explain to you about a little problem that we have with our elytra, and not only with our elytra, you guys know about our problem with our punch 2 bow, that we don't have infinity on that. So we can still use it. We've got a punch 2 unbreaking 3 bow. It's in here. Let me get it from here. I've got a chest down here, right? So there we go. We got our, where's it? Punch 2, unbreaking 3, and mending, of course. Of course, it's got mending on it. Bow. Now, the reason we want to fix some stuff up is because we need some infinity on that, because an infinity enchantment would be absolutely awesome to have on that. Is that... I don't think that takes up space that we need. Nah. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be a problem. And what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make that bow. I want to get an infinity enchantment. And then for these here, you can see we've got just mending on that. But these can also take unbreaking, and they can last for a significant amount longer than what they can currently. So we want to do that, and we want to do that, and we want to take them. And do we have any in here? No. Take those. We'll take those. And that's got unbreaking, power, flame. Yeah, that's nothing special. We can maybe keep that just in case we get a plain infinity enchantment. So we're going to test this out. Now, if you guys didn't know, that happens. We'll go there. Power 4, not interested. Efficiency 4, we'll just take the efficiency 4 because we got a lot of levels. Like, have a look at these levels. We got, what, 48 now. At 51. And aside from that, I've also had a look. We've also got some other books in there. So we got that, power 4. You see, the reason why we can't take a power 4 enchantment on a bow or whatever is because we take damage from it. So we may as well not take the damage, obviously. And power 3, check. I don't think you can get infinity on like a lower level book. Protection, yeah, flame. Let's try it out again. There we go, infinity. Does it have infinity on that? Check what we get. You see, they're power 3 again. Man. I should have had a look what was on the book. Maybe it was infinity on the book. Okay, so also if we get an unbreaking 3, I'm happy with that as well. So sharpness 3. So got another... Oh, unbreaking 3. That's what we want. That's good. That's what we want for our elytra. Looting 2. Take that. Oh, we're all out of our levels. Wait. Oh yeah, wait. We're below level 30. Alright. So let's pop these back so we can... Oh, we can't click all the books in. That one, infinity and power 3. There's like no way of me getting rid of that power 3, because if we put that in with that... Because I want this to be the cleanest, like, punch bow out. So we've got unbreaking 3, mending. Like, even changing it around, it won't get rid of it. That's annoying. Alright, so we'll just put those away. Where's that unbreaking? There. And we also had another unbreaking book somewhere. What can we put that mending on? Is there anything need mending? No, nothing needs mending right now. So let's quickly put that on our elytra so we can keep these going for a while. So we put that on. 4. That's so cheap. Right, so we got unbreaking 3, which is great. And I don't think anything else can go on the elytra. I think that's all they can. And you can see how quick we go through it. I mean, between the past few episodes, it's gone really, really quickly. So that is all done. Perfect. Alright, so have a look at what I've done there, guys. I've gone and done a little bit more, and I'm really loving this. I haven't even put any new experience on this thing, and oh no, we've missed it. Oh no, can we hit ourselves out of the water? Okay, good. Whew. That would have been a bit of a pain. Look at all the, you see all the arrows there? I'll have to go check that. Oh no, again. Man. Okay, let's check if we can jump this. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to maybe just do this the old-fashioned way. Just jump off a higher spot. Alright, so what I was about to say is I've gone ahead and I've done a little bit of stuff here, which you can see, obviously. There we go. Crash into it, who cares? Yeah, so I've gone ahead and I've put this up a little bit more, and I've kind of shaped it out a little bit more around the back here, which is what I said I wanted to do. It didn't actually take too much to shape, and I'm not too sure whether I do like the spruce or not. Oh, there's those, all my attempts. But yeah, I think overall it should probably be a good attempt at this boat, I guess. So tell me what you think so far. Now the next plan is I want to just keep shaping it a little bit more up and then start planning out whether or not we can fit stuff. For instance, we're going to need a mast and stuff for sails and all that sort of thing. And I'm not too sure whether or not having the mast and stuff will be like necessary, if we need like 2 or 1 or what looks good. I'm sure there's probably some rule that I'm missing with like how these boats are made or something, but overall I think we'll work it out. So you can check just quickly what I'm doing here. I want to just tell you what my plan is currently to get this to really look like it's pushing forward. Is instead of doing these all above each other, as I'm kind of going out, as you can see, 1 block away from where I've gone already, to just get that like little bit of a look as if it is coming out. Now the next thing I'm doing here is I'm going to come around this side and push this out 1 more block just at the top, and hopefully that won't be too bad, because if like it won't look too odd, because if it does I might just have to go straight or make this bump in the middle here, and you might see what I mean when I go show you guys. So this is pretty much what I've been doing this whole time, and it hasn't actually taken too long. So I mean, if this is the case, we can maybe add another boat at some later stage. But for now, I think this will be enough boats, because yeah, this is a fairly big project. I think doing something a little bit different. You know, it's not necessarily that the ship is a big project in its own right, but doing something different is always takes a little bit longer than what you planned originally, because you get, for me at least, I get so like used to doing specific things, particular things, like for instance building. Actually, we'll have to leave that. For instance, building the towers and building those buildings and stuff. And it's good to change up, but also it just takes a little bit of time to get used to what we do. So let's check if we can get this. Yes, the first time, perfect. And yeah, I don't know what happened, why there's a sheep in that boat. But it landed up there. Can we get up? Oh, we'll get on top of this roof here. Okay, cool. I didn't really know what was happening there. Right, so let's have a look from here. You can see we've got ourselves that shape there looking good. I want to just, obviously that's going to point out that's not actually skew. You can see it's just like that. I think that'll work quite well. We might have to have a look at the back from a lower angle, but I think that's going all right. Space-wise, I think it'll work. Oh, yep, good. Good, we're safe. And from here, yeah, we could take that down just a little bit longer, although I think it might even work. Because the next plan is with this thing, once we've got these things, let's check if I can get this right. Okay, good. I'm loving this. If we can get this working well, I'll be very happy. So this is actually one time where we did want to be in the water. We'll just get rid of that because I can see that one's not meant to be there. And what I'm planning on doing is eventually making this boat look like it's really underwater. Like these things kind of pointed down. We can do this like that, so we can make it a little bit deeper. You know what I mean? So that it looks like it's got that little piece at the bottom to stabilize it. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's probably a stabilizer. But my original like idea was to use a lot of stairs, kind of, sort of what we did in here, I guess. But not really. You can see it just doesn't work very well. I think at this small level, we'll have to just go with it. But at that larger level, I don't want to see all that air space where stair blocks are and stuff like that. It just doesn't look good. So the plan is to maybe leave the bottom like that and just do the top with stairs and slabs so that that looks kind of detailed. And aside from that, you can't really see underneath the water anyway. So I think that'll be a good plan for that. Aside from that, I think that is pretty much a good height right now. I think so. So we get that little piece in there at the back. Straight. Yeah. That's actually going to be really, really awesome. Alright, so I'll sleep the night away. I'll do a bit more stuff and I'll be back. Okay, have a look at that, guys. You can see it's kind of coming along a little bit. I'm not 100% happy with the shape. What I think we're going to have to do is kind of cut it down here a little bit. So if you, let me just zoom in here. Cut it down like that, keep it at this level, and then maybe start going a little bit more up. I think maybe if we finish up around there or so. But what I'm planning on doing is kind of draping it with the drapey things, you know, the fences, like kind of like what we did over there, actually. I think that'll look kind of cool. And also, but I mean, that's like a larger one kind of across there. And also, I don't know whether or not that is too big. Let's just have a look here. Like, is that too tall? No, I think that actually will work. I think this actually doesn't look too bad. It's when we get that front piece settled in, I think that'll be really, really good. And another thing I want to show you. Look at that. Barely used any of it. Like, with this Unbreaking 3, it really makes a massive difference. Check, can we get over there? Yeah. Alright, so I've put in a crafting table here. What I'm thinking we probably should do is maybe put a bed in here, because eventually we're going to need a bed in here because it's like a captain's quarters or something like that. Actually, let's actually make a floor. Let's do that, because that's important. We need a floor. Floor's always the basis of the ground. So let's get going on that. What height do we want? Do we want this just one in or so? Maybe what we could do is maybe take this down to a half block level, because actually, we learned from that one. Don't take it down to half block, actually. You guys might not have known that, because that video didn't end up coming out. That was that video. But what I learned is don't take it down to a half block. So we'll rather do it on this block here, I guess, because this is going to go up. So maybe that isn't a bad idea. We can always move it down one more. I think that'll work all right, though. So we do it like that, and we'll work ourselves out around this way, because this way is the better way to do it. And aside from that, I just think it's really probably better to get that thing done first, because I got a few cool ideas. I'll show you my ideas that I've got going on here, but they'll come in due time. There we go. Oh man. Okay, I can get up on the other side. So I was just thinking, you know, it's really funny. I was having a look at our okay, I was having a look at our very first video on our survival series, this survival series here, and that was after I'd been doing modded, and I was just thinking how crazy it is, like, how this channel has gone over the past almost year now. In fact, when this comes out, this could even be on the date of my channel's birthday, which is pretty cool. It's coming up, by the way, it's the 15th of September when I created this channel last year, the very first birthday, and it will be this year, obviously. And it's just really cool to think that last year when we started this time, it was actually, I think our first video was released in October at some stage, but still, it'll be the birthday of our channel. And I was thinking, like, when we started this series, the series started, I think, this year, like, I don't know, probably about 6 months ago now. And when this started, I didn't have any idea of how this was going to turn out. And I'm just so glad that it's kind of like an adventure through how we've learned to build. In fact, this series was originally started as something that I thought would be a bit of fun, playing a bit of survival Minecraft, because I was playing a lot of modded Minecraft at the time. And I thought, you know, it'd be really good because I wanted to build better. That was my goal. That was really what I wanted. And I thought, you know what, I practiced so much in a creative world to try to get better at building before I started the series. And while I started the series at the beginning, I was just like building in creative, trying to get sort of certain ideas in my head, because there's a lot of things that you need to practice before you'll get things good. And it's really true. You have to practice quite a bit to get stuff good, but in the end, things become easy to do, you know what I mean? So that was what I did. I just carried on practicing, and eventually we started getting better and better. And now look at what we've done. We've become like a series of building. Weirdly enough, I didn't even know what the hell this series is going to be, but really what we do now is we've been building for quite a bit, and I think it's just so funny to think about how far we've come and how much we've done in this world that I never thought we would actually do. I mean, if you told me I was going to be building a boat, I would have probably been like, yeah, right. But I'm so glad we did. I'm so glad we're doing these different sorts of things and trying out new stuff, and I think it's just really cool. Really cool that this is where our series has led us towards. And now, what I'm doing here, I'm quickly just going to tell you guys what I'm up to. And that is building in this upstairs piece where you would normally control the boat. And I thought this would be a good idea to put in some stairs over there. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work pretty well. And some stairs over here. We can actually... we can leave it over here. We'll put stairs on that side as well, but we'll leave this over here. Okay, like that. And around there. But yeah, just overall, I'm so glad... I did this, and it's really just something I thought I'd share with you guys now, because I was thinking, it's nice to see. Nice to see. And in fact, a little fun fact about our very first episode, it'll be my first ever series to hit, well, first ever video to hit over 100,000 views on a video, which I think is a really cool achievement for us. And it's something that I honestly would never have thought would be, honestly, I just wanted to do a YouTube channel. And now we're getting a little bit of a milestone. Now, I mean, even though compared to a lot of other channels, it's not a huge thing, but for us, it's a massive thing. You know what I mean? It's something that we only get once. Our first ever 100,000 viewed video, and aside from that, it's also the fact of it being almost around our channel's birthday, which is pretty damn cool, pretty awesome, I think. So that's just something I thought I'd let you guys know about. But for today, guys, I think that'll actually do us for this episode. It's a bit of a different sort of thing, just shaping a boat this episode. But it's something we have to get out the way, and it's something that I think was actually quite a good episode. I actually enjoyed just doing this boat shaping and stuff, and I think it probably makes a lot of sense now that I've done it, that it was actually a good idea, because honestly, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to do this. I had a design, and it actually looks like nothing like my design, so of course, that's the way it turns out. Now, I want to quickly just let you know I'm going to be doing a door in here, and we're going to have some captain's quarters in here. Maybe we'll also have some cellars and stuff. So it's big enough to do stuff, small enough to not look completely out of place. And that's the way that it should be. So thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you next time.